Alright, sorry about that. I just ran out of space on my phone. So I think all that was missed was me doing this little Maraca game. And I got a medal for that. And he basically just missed me saying, that feels really weird for like a minute. So nothing of significant value was lost, at least. So you just have to keep an eye on that. Yeah, there we go. So that was the tech demo. You shook those maracas like there's no tomorrow. Hopefully that gives you a good taste of the HD Rumble 2 feature. Collecting clear medals, huh? Oh, hey, looks like you just got your first medal. I've already got 5. Yeah, I'm pretty good at this stuff. Kid, there's probably like 100 in this game. I'm gonna beat you. And it'll be great. Area H. Sorry, you can't go through here yet. Come back after you've had a good look around Area G. The left Joy-Con 2 controller lets me use mouse controls with my left hand. Just have to press L while holding it like a mouse. Oh, what? Oh, it's my lost item. Should you find any lost items as you make your way through the welcome tour, please be a help in bringing them to the information center. Thank you for doing your part. Yo, we're going back. Hold on. I want to do it. Bring it back. Oh, welcome. Thanks for visiting the Lost and Found Desk. Have fun, glasses. Oh, thanks for turning this in. I have a feeling that someone out there, a lost item longs for its own. If you happen to find it, please bring it to me. Do I get nothing for that? At least for now. At least for now. I don't. Alright, so now we got a bunch of minigames. We got 2 medals on this one. Hey there, ready to show off your mouse skills? Mouse controls allow you to move your character more quickly and accurately than control sticks. In this minigame, there'll be lots of spiked balls falling from the sky, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot. You'll need to use your mouse skills to dodge gracefully and move tactically around them. You're pretty chicory, so stay focused. Dodge the spike balls, survival mode. Alright, let's go. I'm about to lose, probably. Dodge the spiked balls, survival mode. Alright, so we're playing on the regular mouse here. Alright, so we gotta survive for 30 seconds here. Alright, let's go. Here we go. Whee! Oh, they're coming fast. Okay. When in doubt, stay at the bottom. Over here. Oh my god. Oh, wait. Oh, wow. Okay, they're coming down. Oh, there's big ones. Oh my, I regret in the corner. I'm in the corner. Ah! Dude, that's hard. That's actually really hard. I might want to put on the strap for this. Hold on. Hold on, boys. Let me put on the strap. Maybe a good one. Alright, here we go. Okay, so this is actually not easy. Guarantee this is where the challenge is gonna come from. Ah, dude, I'm like... Okay. This music sounds familiar. It just sounds like something... oh, it sounds like something from, like, The Messenger. No! I could have stayed on the left! That's tragic. Oh, that's actually so tragic. I could have stayed on the left. I could have held my ground. I'm lost. Yeah. Dude, I should have held my ground. Oh, I don't like that in this corner. You know, actually, corner strat. Why, how am I still here? No! Oh, I got it! Oh! Dude, I held my ground in the corner. I held my ground in the corner. Let's go, dude. Get me out of here. I held my ground in the corner. Let's go, dude. That was not easy. That was hard. You dodged those spike balls with ease. Such elegant mouse handling. Looks like part 2 is available. Oh, okay, and unlock it for 2 medals. Someone's been busy. You already got the 2 medals you need. Unlock dodge the spike balls 2. Catch the stars. Oh, so now I gotta worry about stars? Part 1 just involved dodging. And part 2 have an additional objective collecting stars. Oh, dude, it's over. This is gonna be hard. Dude, I already struggled with part 1. I need 40. Okay. Let's do it. Hopefully the spike balls will be less numerous. Okay, 1, 2. Okay. Oh, this is brutal. Oh, this is already brutal. Yeah, well, I'm already at 20. There, so I just need 40. Yeah, no, that's actually brutal. Why are there so many? No, dude, I got locked in the corner. They were like spawning on top of the big balls. Like, how do you expect me to do that? I feel like I'm getting a better handle for this. Kind of like bouncing around. Oh! I moved too far to the left. I didn't expect the welcome tour minigames to be as hard as they were. And I saw the one and I'm like, oh, that's probably like, you know, that's probably like the exception, not the rule. Got it. Okay, we're good. You know what? Try to get more. Where are the stars? Oh my god, dude, I'm actually a gamer. Oh, that was a gaming move. You got 55. I crushed it. Oh wait, I gotta get the mouse. There we go. Alrighty. Let's go. Got 2 more medals. Well done, you. You picked up a whole bunch of stars. Such elegant mouse handling. 31? Okay, we're gonna come back to that later. And there it is, part 3. How's your medal collection going? I racked up 10. Pretty impressive, I know. Screw off, kid. As soon as I got to 5, you were like, oh yeah, I got 10 now. Bruh. This minigame will showcase some of what the HD Rumble 2 feature can do. Like a way that the HD Rumble 2 can produce very strong vibrations. This minigame will allow you to experience those strong vibrations firsthand. Move the mouse from side to side and the vibration will change in strength. Try to find where the vibration is strongest. Okay. That sounds fun. Cooper, can you go lay down? Go lay down. Alright, so I need to get 20? Oh, it's probably like within a 20 distance. Alright. So we're gonna find out where the rumble's strongest. Nothing over there. There. Okay. 36. Oh, it's just literally just 1. I thought it was gonna be multiple. Alright, but I gotta get within 20 things. Probably there. Oh, dude, I was far off. Somewhere. Yeah, somewhere in here. Guess there. Oh, is that within 20? No, it's 57? That's 57? Oh, yes! Alright, coolio. Let's go. I love how automatically moves the mouse over there. Alrighty. So we got 6 and 7. That was not too bad. Simply exceptional. Seems you're able to gauge the strength of the Grimble quite well. Oh, and a 7 medal requirement. Let me in. Have at least 7 medals? Excellent. Find the strongest Rumble 2 along 2 axes is now available. Along 2 axes? Oh, for part 1 you have to move the mouse from side to side. In part 2 you will be expected to move both horizontally and vertically. Locate the vibration. Alright. This will be interesting. It's already pretty bad the first one. Alright. So within 20 still. Okay. Here we go. I think it's like there. Oh. It's farther away than I thought. Oh, yes! Let's go! I searched for that one. Let's go. Huge. He's a gamer. Alright. And that's 8 and 9. Truly outstanding. It seems you're able to gauge the strength of the Grumble quite well. Not till 30. Yeah, part 3, the final part, is now open. Alright. Well, I'm off to Area B, I guess. I think, unless there's something behind the demo. Or off this backside, but there's like nothing here. It's just this shell. I already got all the stamps anyway. So yeah, 87%. So, and then I'm missing just the things that I can't access at this time. Alright, so it's off to Area B. Area B, let's go. Did you get all the stamps in Area A, the Joy-Con 2L area yet? I did. That's why I'm here. Yep, you got every last one. Good job. You can head on through. Area B up ahead can be a little slippery, so watch your step. Oh, wow. Yeah, this might take a while. The Switch 2 console itself. There's a lot of mini-games, or insights. It's actually not as many mini-games. 3 tech demos. A lot of stamps. Alright, we got lots to do here. Oh, what are you? Speaker. Oh, whoa, whoa, wee, wee. That's so freaking awesome. Wee. Oh, guys, is there something on the trademark? Nothing on the trademark. Sag. Waste of potential. There's a minigame where you need to guess the frame rate? Wait, no, pause. I'm hopping in this minigame. It's about the difference between pairs of videos. The image shown on screen when you play a game change rapidly. We call the rate at which it changes the frame rate, which is measured in frames per second, or FPS. The higher the frame rate, the smoother the game will look. Nintendo Switch 2 can reach up to 120 FPS. Can you tell the smoothness of 120 FPS apart from other frame rates? Switch to tabletop mode, handheld mode, or 120Hz compatible TV. That's so I have to do this in handheld. That's it's a bit yikes. I'll come back to that a bit later. So you get clear medals for playing minigames and tech demos, and the better you do in a minigame, the more medals you get. It really gets me pumped up. It's called completionism, lady. The X map is real handy. You can pick any of the exhibits you've visited before and zip right to it. This area is pretty big. It might be best to move around using the map. You know what? Yeah, I'm ready for another quiz. Give me it. To learn about the Switch 2 console's screen here. Find out how clear and smooth the display is, as well as concepts like HDR, VRR, and 120Hz, and more. Does this sound fascinating? Yes, indeedy. Indeedy? I've never heard that one before. Here you are, console screen insights 1. Oh, there's 5. Check out the formula. Crisp and detailed screen. If you could zoom in really close to the Nintendo Switch 2 console screen, you'd see that it's made up of little dots. These dots are called pixels. There are 1920 horizontally and 1080 vertically to be precise. This is called 1920 by 1080 resolution. That's 2.25 times the resolution of the Nintendo Switch console. In fact, it's the highest resolution ever used on a Nintendo console. I'd like to point out here that the Wii U is right there. I feel like that's the joke everyone will make at this part, but, it's the Wii U. Also, they're only showing the consoles with the screens here, which makes sense given what they're talking about. I don't even know why I bothered to point that out. Also, the color is confirmed. Guys, the color is a different generation. Confirmed. Because it's not. Because then they'd show, the light in the pocket and the GBASP. But Wii U gamepad, right there, guys. As for the size of the pixels, they're the smallest of any Nintendo console to date. Having the most pixels and the smallest pixels reflects a crisper, more detailed screen. Bright light. The Nintendo Switch 2 screen can produce some very bright light. You could say this screen is HDR compatible. HDR here stands for High Dynamic Range. The Switch console is approximately 16.77 million different types of light and color. Meanwhile, the Nintendo Switch 2 console can use hundreds of millions of different types of light and color. In games that support HDR, it's now possible to display bright, intense light. The screen you're looking at right now is a simple image that doesn't use HDR. If we were to enable HDR, it would look like this. Note the image is just for reference. Yeah, it would look a lot better. Also, is this breath or tears? I think this is breath. No, that's tears. This is definitely tears. Never mind. Yeah, no, this is definitely tears. Good battle, Talus. In the non-HDR image, there's very little difference in brightness between the most vivid parts of the explosion and area around it. Meanwhile, in the HDR image, the brighter areas can shine very brightly, while the darker parts remain unchanged. But don't worry. We took care not to make it too bright. Smooth movement. The Nintendo Switch 2 console screen can change images at high speeds, up to 120 times per second in fact. So we can say that the screen is 120Hz compatible. The faster the pictures change, the smoother the movement will appear. When the Switch 2's console screen changes images up to 60 times per second. Cough, cough. So a rate of 120 times per second will mean that the movement looks twice as smooth. The image shown is just an example, but for games that support 120Hz, mouse movements will appear smoother. Using the right stick to look around will feel smoother, and scrolling the screen will look smoother. But that's not the only benefit of playing games that support 120Hz. The world appears to you 1/120th of a second faster, which could give you an advantage during very intense gameplay. Less choppy. Here's another thing about the Nintendo Switch 2 console screen. It can make games feel less choppy. You could also say the screen is VRR compatible. VRR is short for Variable Refresh Rate. When you're playing a game and a lot of characters appear on the screen, the chug! The frame rate can become choppy. So starting invalid. Here's what's happening. It takes a little longer than normal to draw each picture. Because of this, the pictures aren't ready in time for when they're meant to be updated on the screen. So if the image has been changing 60 times per second, even a slight delay would skew the timing. Suddenly the pictures would update at half the rate, only 30 times per second. You can see why a game might feel choppy. So in games that support VRR, the update rate can be changed on the fly to match the image completion rate. If it takes a little longer to draw the image, the update rate can be changed to 55 times per second. This is better than suddenly dropping to half the rate, so it's less likely to feel choppy. This all means that some players find VRR compatible games comfortable to play. Touchscreen. The Nintendo Switch 2 console's screen does more than just display images. It's also a touchscreen that you can use with your fingers. It's designed to recognize where you touch the screen. When you're touching with 2 fingers, it can tell... Oh, whoops, I just accidentally went back. When you're touching with 2 fingers, it can tell if your fingers are close together or farther apart. This all might be familiar already, but there's a little more to this. Nintendo Switch 2 console's touchscreen can tell the position of up to 10 fingers at the same time. We got multi-touch. We got true multi-touch. I actually did not know that. That's like one of the first things I did not know on this quiz thing. I did not know that was a thing. Dude, the ice physics. I can't believe Welcome to Ours ice physics. That's so funny. What better way to commemorate your learning than with a quiz? Alright, let's go. Insights quiz. Console screen. Volume 1. Question 1. The Nintendo Switch console is made up of lots of tiny bits. What are they called? Capsules, axles, pickles. That's great. Question 2. What can the Nintendo Switch 2 console screen display by enabling HDR? A three-dimensional... smooth movement pixel art bright light. Question 3. What is the maximum number of times the Nintendo Switch 2 console screen can change from one picture to another in the space of 1 second? 10, 60, 100, 120. Which features the Nintendo Switch 2 console compatible with in order to make the screen feel less choppy? VAR, VRR, VTR, VIP, VRR. Question 5. How many points can be tracked on the Nintendo Switch 2 console's touchscreen at one time? 1, 2, 5, or 10? It's 10. Alright. Coolio. Yay. Perfect score. That was as smooth can be. You've clearly taken all the license off the console screen. Not that console area, though. Still got a lot of that to go. You run around this. My sixth sense, it speaks to me. It's saying there's a hidden stamp near here. What do you mean? Oh, it's down there. We're going down. We're going down. We're going down, homies. Guess what? I never thought we'd get to take a look at around someone like this. Going to check out every inch of this place, corner to corner, top to bottom. You got me too, lady. There it is. Magnetic connector left. This mechanism attaches Joy-Con 2L to the console. Boop. Alright, nothing else back here. I just had to take a quick little detour, quick little vacay to the connector. Power button. Let's get all those stamps on the side here. Volume buttons. Brightness sensor. Prevent. USB Type-C connector adapter. This connector can be used to charge the console's battery, connect a camera, and more. Audio jack. Game card slot. Microphone. The microphone can also remove background noise. C is the other Joy-Con. What's going to be interesting about the other Joy-Con? We already saw the other Joy-Con. It's going to be interesting. Area L is down there. What's down? The floor? The floor is down. Speaker R. Huh, it is facing downward just a little. What do you mean? The console or? I don't know. Air intake, lower right. I can't stop thinking about that staff member who talked like a poet. My hands continued to tremble as I handed the controllers back. Haha, very funny. Oh, that's the grip. The grip is over here. Yeah, just this is gonna be a while. It's a balloon game. You can tell this is gonna be quite long. Be a little lost. Oh, that's right. Forgot you can tilt R down for a good look around. Great. We got air intake lower left. Still missing a couple. But I already went the whole circle. I don't know what I'm missing. Now let's do the second tech demo. They have fireworks. I need to see this. That was such a pretty fireworks display. I'm so down with HDR compatibility. Alright, I got 2 medals. Maybe consider this demo, boom, open for business. You'll try out the HDR experience, won't you? HDR, which stands for High Dynamic Range, is a way of producing heaps of color and light. Explosions, nightscapes, all that good stuff should look nice and shiny on the screen. This particular HDR demo lets you experience fireworks, which feel like they really pop. You can see just how much the fireworks change by toggling the HDR on and off. Oh yeah, I've been instructed to tell visitors that the brightness will depend on your TV's HDR compatibilities. Alright, let's go. I don't even have an HDR compatible TV. I'm gonna crash out. Never mind, you can't do that tech demo either. Wasn't expecting a tech demo like this. Traveled a long way to get here, and it's already worth the trip. This might be a good chance to bring up getting a 4K compatible TV. I'll practice my pitch on the way home. Try out the Super Mario Brothers demo here. The 4K image on the Nintendo Switch console right now is made up of lots of different pixels. Images on the old NES or Famicom had far fewer pixels than this. Try to display each pixel from back then with pixels on a modern 4K image. There's a massive difference. The game screen ends up looking super small. One look at World 1-1 from Super Mario Brothers tells you all you need to know, really. I can't, because I don't have a 4K compatible TV. I'm so mad. What's up, homie? Sure are lots of stamps on the edge of this area, huh? I didn't think there would be this many. Yo. Supposed to meet here, but he must have gotten lost. Talking to the staff members is a good idea, even if you don't have enough medals to play. I'll have the exhibit on your map so you can quickly check how many medals you need to play. Nice. What is this minigame? A demo. Oh, that's 5. I was about to say 50. I better be able to play this one. Got the 9 medals. Looks like someone's really been scoring them away. Just a second, I'll open the demo for you. Now, this isn't exactly a game, but do you know about all this noise reduction stuff? It's a feature of the microphone in the Nintendo Switch 2 console. It gets rid of just about all unwanted sounds, making it easier to hear people's voices. I guess that's why the techies call it noise reduction. Go ahead and give it a test run. Turn on a vacuum cleaner or something. See what's made quieter. Let's go. Let me in. I can actually play this demo. No way. Experience all sound but your voice vanishing. Record audio. Play back your recording. Hello. Actually, I do have a fan that's pretty loud. Hold on. Okay, that's pretty loud. Testing. Hello. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. So, yeah, that thing is pretty loud. Oh, it actually works. That's crazy. Boop, 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 boop. That's crazy. Cooper, can you go lay down? Go lay down. Go lay down. Alrighty. Dude, I'm so excited to look at that 4K Mario Brothers thing. How'd I go? Did the console remove the unwanted noise for you? Nothing was left but voices, right? Oh, you want my voice to disappear too? Ha! You kidder. Not rude. That was rude. You can learn about the console stand here. Learn about the particulars of the stand, such as why it's U-shaped. I would like to know that, actually. As you'll see, you only have to make one stop to read these. Oh, hello. Stand. There's a stand on the back of the console. You can use it to prop the console up. The angle that the console sits at can be adjusted freely. Starting from a fully closed position, the stand opens up to 150 degrees. You can fix it any place at any point within this range. Okay. Just checking the time real quick. Nintendo Switch 2 console stand has a different shape from the Nintendo Switch consoles. The OLED model is pictured here, because of course it is. For Nintendo Switch 2, we've made it U-shaped and left more space in the middle. This allowed us to make the fan and battery bigger and add new antennas. As a result, the console is now able to perform more calculations. One more thing about this stand. It's made of an aluminum alloy, which is very light and robust. It's about as light and robust as a material known as extra super duraluminium, which is used in airplanes and spacecraft. What? What do you mean? That's actually insane. Much appreciated. No problem. Two short questions. It's only 2 questions long. Let's go. Question 1. This is the shape of the Nintendo Switch 2 console stand. Long and rectangular. That's the Switch. That's the original Switch. This is the OLED. This is the Switch 2. I love how you can tell just by the logo. And then V-shaped. I don't even know what that thing is supposed to be. Question 2. The aluminum alloy used in Nintendo Switch 2 console stand is roughly as light and robust as what other material. Benjamin, beryllium, super beryllium, and extra super beryllium. I think it was this one. I think. That might be wrong, actually. I'm an idiot. Yeah. Hold on, let me just make sure that I know what it says. It's probably just like the regular. It's extra super. I should have taken it. I should have taken the bait. I am stupid. Let's go. Please see a familiar become the sand. Let's go. Alright. Now we got the mini game coming up here. We'll do that next. My favorite thing. I never thought I'd hear that around these parts. No. Between you and me, let me tell you a little trick. Sometimes the minigame might feel just impossible, right? Maybe you can't get into it because you don't have 4K cameras and other piece of equipment. Stand near the staff room and press Y in this pattern. What? Stuck. I think this is my little insight for you. Are you serious? Stand near the staff room and press Y in this pattern. 3 quicks, 3 longs, 3 quicks. Okay, let me go over here. Oh, what? I fell. Let me talk to the homie. Looking to skip? No worries. I got you. And boom, here's a skip medal to get you on your way. Oh, it's a silver medal. It's a silver medal. It's a silver medal? I'm gonna crash out. It's a skip medal. That's so stupid. Alright, I'll definitely come back and do those, but... Dude, I'm slipping and falling, dude. You can see the dock in the back. It's crazy. What are you about? Make sure to read the insights later. Lazy. Medals from minigames? And hop back to the last area to get some more medals. Should use the X map. Alright, let me do the minigame first. Minigame is so much fun with 2 people. And he's not even listening to me. So you can use your medals to unlock minigames. Interesting. Alright, let me in. We've bagged 7 medals. Time for the grand opening. Minigame of life. On the touch screen, you can touch up to 10 points simultaneously with your fingers. In this minigame, where you touch 10 different places using touch controls. How do you put your fingers on the indicated colors one after another? Once you place a finger, you're not allowed to move it or take it off the touchscreen. It's kind of a strategy game, I guess. Gotta think about which finger you want to use next. If it's too difficult for you, you might want to bring in a second player to give you a little help. Are you serious? Alright, hold on. So I obviously have to switch to handheld mode for that minigame. Oh, wait, whoa. The touchscreen. Thanks, game. Screen is gigantic. Yeah, I guess we're gonna do these. So let me go grab my Switch. No, Cooper, go lay down, buddy. I'm not messing with you right now. I'm messing with my other thing. No, go lay down. Go lay down. Now. Go. I don't want you. Sorry, he's very, very needy today. Alright, how am I going to get to do this? This is kind of a mess, but... it's close enough, I think. Alright, so we got it. This particular HDR demo lets you experience fireworks. This should feel like they really pop. See just how much the fireworks change by toggling HDR on or off. Yeah, there we go. Here we go. Let me in. Alrighty. Stick and button controls. Gonna set off some fireworks. We gotta toggle HDR 5 times while paused. And then we gotta pause the fireworks and then there's another one. Okay, so we're gonna set off some fireworks. Woo. Woo. Whoa! Whoa, that's actually crazy. See Nintendo Switch 2 light up on the sky? What do you mean? Is there a specific firework that I can get? Oh, it's that one. It has to be that one. That one. Explode. Yo! That was sick. The rumble too, when that firework went up. That's pretty great. These fireworks went way up high, huh? Makes you feel like a bit small in the grand scheme of things, doesn't it? You can see the difference between HDR and SDR. HDR on and HDR off now, right? Okay, so we got that one. And then we got this one over here. This is gonna mess me up. Wait, what? It has to be on a 4K TV? Bro, I literally can't even do this. I can't even do this minigame. I genuinely can't even play this minigame. That's lame. Of course, it was the most interesting one that I was looking forward to. Yeah, that's incredibly lame. So I can't even play that. Because I don't have a 4K TV. Ready for the minigame of your life. Alright, let's do it up. This is going to be impossible. Alright, here we go. Touch 10, 4 colors. Alright, touch controls. Please lay the console flat. Alright. This is going to be a mess. Hold on, let me see if I can... Yeah, this is not gonna work. I can't trying to find a good way to do this that isn't terrible. Okay, so I guess we'll just try to do it like this. Bruh. You know what? Close enough. Touch 10 colored circles. Oh, wait, what? Oh, it's... I see what's happening here. That was hard. Yeah, I have ones over there and then ones over there too. Alright, that was hard, but I got it. Alright, that was actually really hard. But I managed to do it. It's perfect. I bow down to you dexterousness. 10 points, you're playing on another level here. Alright, we got another one, but I can't do it yet. Man, this game is really hard to actually record. Because it's showing off the tech and because it's a portable console and all that. This is a bad first game to do. Alright, so now we're going to go back. I'm going to put it back in the dock. Alright, and I am now back. Ugh, jeez Louise. Cooper, go lay down. You're fine. Go lay down. Go lay down. It's very attention craving. Alright, so now we got more quizzes here. I still gotta find more stamps to learn, so I'm just focusing on reading all the insights. Glad you came from area just by collecting stamps. You can learn about the console's speakers here. You'll discover how they make sound, their inner workings, and more. Alright, let's go. Do the console speaker insights. Alright, let's go. Let me in. Tightly sealed box. The Switch 2 speaker parts haven't actually changed. They're the same speaker parts that were used in Nintendo Switch OLED model, but they function a little better on the Nintendo Switch 2 console. They produce better sound. This is because the speaker parts are placed in a box. We've made sure that all sides of the box were tightly sealed except for the front. There's a gap where sound can leak out. It may cancel out the sound from the front, or it may come out muffled. The sound may be distorted and not come out as intended, even though the console uses the same speaker parts as before. The tightly sealed gaps around them make the sounds come out more accurately. Dude, the friggin' controls, dude. Because it's ice physics. If you look at the box containing the Switch 2 speaker parts, you'll see there are spongy cushions attached on the top and bottom. They firmly sandwich the box. Because of this, other parts won't shake around along with the box. If the other parts were to end up shaking, the sound would get muffled and wouldn't come out as intended. Nice. Playing data accurate sounds. The speakers are parts that turn sound data into sound. But when that sound enters your ears, for various reasons it doesn't sound exactly like the original data. On the Switch 2 console, in order to make the sound close to the original data, we edited the sound that's played through the speakers. We recorded and analyzed the sound of the speakers, and calculated how to edit the sound in advance. Nintendo Switch 2 has a faster computer. As such, is able to process sounds in high quality. By the way, the Switch 2 speakers are designed to fit as tightly as possible inside the console. Because of this, they actually slope diagonally downward a little. But by editing the sound, we've managed to make it sound as if the speakers are facing forward. Alrighty. Let me serve you up a little quiz. Alright, question 1. What is it about the box that houses the speakers inside of the Switch 2 console that helps it produce sound as accurately as possible? Water made out of rubber, it's punched for tiny holes, it's tightly sealed on all sides but the front. Question 2. The box that houses the speakers in the Switch 2... I can't speak today. In the Nintendo Switch 2 console is sandwiched by which objects? Clothespins, metal plates, cushions, thin slices of bread. You just got bread cooking in your Switch 2. In which direction do the speakers inside of the Switch 2 console point? Straight ahead, diagonally downward, backward. Let's go. Like a pro at speaker trivia. Oh, are you enjoying the insights quizzes? Looks like you've taken quite a few. If you'd like, I could share another insight with you. Okay. Check to hear one. You change the mouse sensitivity in the system settings. The level of sensitivity you choose will be reflected here in Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour. So feel free to customize the cursor speed if it'll help with some of the minigames around here. Okay, so I'm clearly missing some things. Oh, there's one. USB Type-C connector lower. But I'm still missing one. Trying to think, like, I don't think I really went along this side. But maybe I did, actually. Oh, I forgot about this one. I forgot to do this one in handheld. That's lame. I forgot to do that one. Dude, I'm missing a tip. But I have no idea where. Which is the worst. It could be anywhere on the screen. Does it show it anywhere here? Like, is there an obvious thing that I don't have a thing for? I did. I looked there. There's another elevator that I missed. I realized my mistake. It's probably right here. There it is. Magnetic connector right. This mechanism attaches the Joy-Con to R to the console. There you go. I got it. That was a journey, alright. There you go. Area C unlocked. Finally. And there's my lost item. Let's go back to the info center. Yo, what's up? I got another one. Thanks for joining this in. It is still not doing anything. I can't believe it, dude. I can't believe I can't even... we're gonna have a cyan, dude. That's crazy. Alright, so we did that quiz. That one. Alright, so we're going to do this one next. Learn about the console's microphone here. You'll learn about things like noise reduction, voice level balancing, and more. Yeah, that's the way. Okay, here's Microphone Insights 1. Alright. The microphone and chip. The Nintendo Switch 2 console has a built-in microphone designed to improve the game chat experience. Aside from the microphone, the console also contains a chip, which makes people's voices easier to hear. This is handy for when you want to chat as you play. Noise reduction for games. The console's chip is designed to make voices easier for you to hear. One way it does so is by reducing the noise around you. This is called noise reduction. The Nintendo Switch 2 console uses a form of noise reduction that's been customized for playing games. The noise reduction function doesn't just focus on spoken words, it's also designed to preserve mood and emotions. Take the sound of clapping. If you just wanted to convey words, this sound would be treated as noise and reduced. We've balanced this so that the clapping doesn't go away, letting you immerse in the vibrant, positive atmosphere. It's a form of noise reduction designed for playing games. Noisy console sounds. The console's chip is designed to make voices easier for you to hear. One way it does so by reducing unwanted background noise, such as the sound of a vacuum cleaner. But that's not all. Nintendo Switch 2 microphone also picks up sounds from the console itself. For example, it picks up the sound from the Switch 2 console's air vent. The air vent is positioned right next to the microphone, so it ends up being much louder than a person's voice. With this chip, the loud noise is completely erased. Also, it even removes the snapping noise that you hear when you attach the Joy-Con 2 controllers to the main body. It's been designed to reduce as much external noise as possible so that others can hear you. Erasing game sounds. Console chip is designed to make voices easier for you to hear. It does so by removing game sounds from the microphone picks up from the TV or from the console speakers. If it didn't do this, it would be hard to hear what is being said in game chat, so people talk back and forth. You get noisy with all the overlapping sounds. Noise that gets re-amplified like this is called feedback. The chip does its best to remove these game sounds and prevent feedback, although realistically there can be all sorts of sounds coming out of the TV. These sounds can vary depending on the TV and the specific setup in your home, so removing them can be difficult. For that reason, game sounds are also sent to the chip. The chip selectively removes these sounds based on the sound quality of the acoustics. Balancing voice levels. The console's chip is designed to make voices easier for you to hear. If some people are quieter than others in game chat, it might make them difficult to pick out. The chip automatically makes it so that each voice can be heard at roughly the same volume. Of course, some people are naturally going to sound louder than others. But even more importantly, voice volume differs depending on the mode. In handheld mode, the console will be close to you, delivering sound straight to the microphone. In TV mode, however, the dock can be relatively far away, which means the mic may have trouble picking up sound. Whether someone's up close in handheld mode or sitting on the sofa far from the TV in TV mode, you'll be able to hear people's voices at about the same volume. On top of that, even if there are several people in front of the TV all talking loudly, the chip takes account of their individual voices and balances out their volume. Alrighty. The ice physics, dude. The ice physics are so... they're messing with my brain, dude. Question 1. Which component designed for game chat is built into the Switch 2 console? A tiny conversation partner. A light camera and a microphone. Question 2. The Nintendo Switch 2 console's built-in chip removes noise to make voices easier to hear, but one type of sound is not removed to provide a more joy experience. Which one? Sound of rain, food blender noise, vacuum cleaner noise, clapping. Question 3. The chip that's designed to make voices easier for you to hear removes a buzzing noise from the Switch 2 console. Where does this noise come from? Angry bees, an engine, a battery, a fan. It's the opener. Question 4. The chip in the Switch 2 console that's designed to make voices easier for you to hear removes sounds from the speakers to avoid which phenomena? Callback, playback, feedback, payback. Question 5. The chip in the Switch 2 console is designed to make voices easier for you to hear balances out which aspect of the people talking in game chat? The size of their mouths, volume of the voices, the pitch of the voices. Let's go. Masterful. Flawless victory. I think you might know more about microphones than I do. Alright, almost done with this area. Just gotta do this. Learn about game cards here. Ooh, this will be interesting. Learn about the console's red game cards, the game card slot, and some other stuff. Okay, but I'm actually very interested in this one. Let me in. Reading data in a new way. If you take a peek inside a Nintendo Switch 2 game card, you'll see it's quite different from a Nintendo Switch game card. Its data can be read in a different way. Assuming a buffer size of 4 megabytes, the read speed is about 5 times faster than that of a Nintendo Switch game card. However, some games may be doing more in the background than just loading, so it's not guaranteed to load around 5 times faster. Also, Nintendo Switch 2 game cards have a higher total capacity than Nintendo Switch game cards, so the contents of these game cards are really quite different. More than different colors. There are 2 different colors of game card. Nintendo Switch game cards are black, while Nintendo Switch 2 game cards are red. Other than the colors, they look particularly the same in terms of size and shape. But there's actually one more difference. The Switch 2 game card has a distinct shape. When a game card is inserted into the game card slot, the Switch 2 console checks to see if the game card has the shape. This is how it tells the difference between Switch 2 game cards and Switch 1 game cards. Change the way it reads the data based on this. That's interesting. Game card slot. The Nintendo Switch 2 console has a game card slot, but it doesn't just take red Nintendo Switch 2 game cards. You can also insert the black Nintendo Switch game cards. So what does this mean? It means that in addition to being able to play games that are exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2, you can play Nintendo Switch games too. Certain Nintendo Switch games may not be supported or are fully compatible with Nintendo Switch 2. You can play many different games on Nintendo Switch 2. Oh, what did she say for that? Since you were so kind to read all that for me, I've got a little something lined up for you. That's right, it's a quiz! Let me in. Question 1. What do Nintendo Switch 2 game cards have more of than Nintendo Switch game cards? Weight, pins, capacity, labels. What is the purpose of Nintendo Switch 2 game cards' distinct shape? Makes them lighter, makes them harder to lose, prevents the buildup of heat. The console uses different type of game card. Question 3. Which kind of game cards can be inserted in the console? Switch game cards, Switch game cards, all of the above. I'm getting kind of sick of saying the words Nintendo Switch. Can't believe you got all these questions right. You're a genius. Have I finally found someone who cares as much about game cards as I do? Maybe. Alright, so that's all of the insights as well. They're all done. Yeah, the only ones I can't do are the ones I can't do on the TV. 82%. Alright, time to leave. Time to enter Area C. Did you get all the stamps in Area B? I did. Got every last one. Way to go. You can head on through. Oh, you feel like revisiting any place you've been before? Choose an exhibit. Yep. We've been over this. Alright, I'm in. Let's go. Area C. Joy-Con 2 right. There are 20 stamps here. Lots of insights, lots of minigames. Only one tech demo. And then lots of stamps. Alright. Oh, what? How do I get there? R button. How do I get down there? It's the R. I think I gotta go down here. Walking on the R button. Let's go. Alright. A button. X button. Y button. B button. Alright. Then I gotta go plus 2. There you go. I collected the stamps, so I'm going next turn. Mom, you can play the mini games. Area E. Where does that go? What? Actually, where does that go? What's over there? I don't know. Cute. Under the stick. Where's the thing? There it is. Right stick. Wait, then what's the other one? NFC touch point. Oh, you can see an amiibo. That's right. You so right. And we got the home button. Is this the new button? You damn right. Press this button to access game chat. Like right now? Area D. What's down there? Actually, what? I'm interested. The Rumble Pack is a blast from the past. That thing really added a jolt to my gameplay experience. We're so good at this. Teach me the trick. We stuck quick during this training wasn't so long at first. Well, let's start with the minigame. Why not? Let's form it else. Introducing Speed Maze Long Walls. Are they hanging mouse controls? Yeah, they'll let you zip all over the place. Try not to hit electrified walls. Oh no, this is gonna be the freaking Toad escort from Super Princess Peach again. I hate that. Jingle's pretty tough, and getting the clear medal is even tougher. Alright, let's go. This is gonna suck. Let me put on this strap. 2.5 please tell me that does not mean seconds. That sounds really hard. Oh, looks impossible. Oh, this is impossible. Oh, this is impossible. Oh, dude, that turn is brutal. That was a good first start. Ugh. Trying to go like down. Oh, I got it! Let's go. I was so close on this part right there. That's crazy. Well, we got it. There you go. Alright, that's 16 and 17. Alright. Part 2 is available. Oh no. What, you have that many? Well, I still have more than you. Sure you do. Alright, up and down. Let's go. Shaped a little differently in part 2. Moving vertically and you're willing to zig and also zag. Alright, let's do it. 3.5 seconds. In this? You're kidding. This is impossible, dude. Oh! Dude, that was a really good first attempt. Got really far there. Oh! Okay. Great. Just run right into the wall. Dude, this is impossible. Oh! I should have round the corner. Oh. Hitting the curb. Oh, dude. I just took it a little slower. Oh! Same thing there, dude. 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 Dude, the minigames are so hard. No, I already lost. I went too slow. See, if it was 8 seconds, this would be free, but it's 3.5. Oh! I just have to round the corner, dude. Oh! Gotta go a little bit faster. Got it. Crushed it! Man, I almost got it under 3. Alright, that's 18 and 19. I wonder how many medals there are. Oh, it's still quite a bit. Running up and down those passages like a yo-yo on a deadline. And there's part 3, 42 medals. Alright, so then we got the other one. I think I'm starting to get the hang of these mouse controls. I'm saving clear medal in the bag. I'm just gonna use the console stand for a game. What, dude? I please play this game on a TV? I'm so mad. Guess the angle. I'm upset. Yes. I mean, I think. I'm upset. Sync. Magnetic connector. I can't help but stare at it. Player LED. Mouse sensor. SR. Thought that was a release button. Mouse fit upper. L. And I got one more back here. Mouse foot lower. And now that's all the stamps. There you go. Area D is unlocked. Alright, let's try and see if we can do this tech demo. It's in the game. It's a tech demo. You're right, but give it a try. You'll get to hear the sounds the controllers can make. Oh, I can actually do this one. Yay. Might want to lower your system volume or mute your TV if you want to give it a shot. Alright, let's do it. Mouse button controls. Experience Rumble Ascend. So there's two systems. HD Rumble 2 feature can produce sound. Here you'll experience firsthand how these vibrations turn into sound. Alright. Whoa. What? Nice. Like that was, yep. Nice. Dude, that's so rad. That's actually so rad. That's rad, dude. Alright. Center from one. Give it to me every time. Yes, I got a little bit more time. I was just checking because I have to go to work today. There's more to the magnetic connectors than just strong magnets, you know. For instance, there's a tiny gap between the console and Joy-Con 2. Wait, then here's magnetic connector insights too. Alright, let's go. Why attach with the buttons? When the Joy-Con 2 controllers connect to the Nintendo Switch 2 console, the magnets in the console's main body attract the SL and SR buttons. There are a couple of reasons for this. For one, it makes the Joy-Con 2 controllers more difficult to detach. The SL and SR buttons pop out ever so slightly when they're being pulled in by the magnets. Whoa. This helps them attach snugly to the magnets. The SL SR buttons have room to move a little in multiple directions. This makes them more difficult to detach, even if you try to wiggle them around. The magnets are thinly covered. To show what the Nintendo Switch 2 console has hidden openings on it like this one here. This gives the magnets room to stick out. The openings are covered with a sheet of material that's around 0.2 millimeters thick. That's the closer to a magnet is to what it's attracted to, the stronger the force. That's why each one is covered with such a thin sheet. Why the gap? If you look closely at where the Switch 2 controller is attached to the console, you'll notice there's a very narrow gap. There's actually a very important reason for this gap. It makes it harder to detach the Joy-Con 2. Without this gap, if you tried to twist the Joy-Con 2 controllers, the principle of leverage would make it easier to detach. Even the tiniest of gaps is there for a reason. Crazy. The magnetic connectors stay strong. These connectors on the Nintendo Switch 2 console are what connect the Joy-Con 2 controllers to the console. You may think they look a little flimsy at first, but you can rest assured that the connectors have been designed to be safely used for a long time. First of all, the colored parts of the Joy-Con 2 controllers slot firmly into the console. While the connectors on the console and controllers loosely attach, this is still enough to connect them, however. As a result, even if you twist the Joy-Con 2 controllers attached to the console, force will first be applied to the colored parts of the controllers. This makes it difficult to apply force to the actual connectors. What's more, even if you do forcefully twist the Joy-Con 2 controllers attached to the console, there's actually a little leeway for the connectors to move around. Since the connectors move in the direction that they're twisted, it's harder to apply force to them. Let's go. Alright, let's go. Quiz time. Give me a quiz. Question 1. What happens to the SL and SR buttons on the Joy-Con 2 controllers when they're attached to the console? They become easier to press, they harden, they stick out a bit, they sink down a bit. This one, I think? I don't know. Roughly how thin are the sheets of material? That's 0.2. I remember reading that one specifically. Question 3. The gap between the console and Joy-Con 2 controllers attached to controllers in what way? Player LED becomes... Wait, I can... We're mousing this now. LED becomes visible, they become easier to attach, become harder to attach, they become a little heavier. Question 4. What way is the connector on the console fitted? Firmly, loosely. Alright, please say I got it right. What? I'm bad. What is it? They pop out ever so slightly. I'm mad. Let's try that again. I got everything else right. It was just that one that was brutal. That one. That one. And this one is this one. So it should be good. Yeah. Let's go. Alrighty. Alright, so I'm probably gonna end session here. And so next time we'll go down to D. And I don't know where we're going at all, because we've been kind of stuck on the console now. I don't know where we're going, so we'll see. But yeah, there isn't a like a menu thing here, because I think it's just a almost have enough for this one. I do have enough for that one, so I can go back to that one. Oh yeah, I forgot I got this one. I forgot to take it back. Can we get anything? I still have nothing to get, really? That's nuts. But yeah, so I guess that'll be it for this little session here. So yeah, we got through a lot. So I'm probably gonna take a break from this particular game because I want to play something that's more gamey and something that's a lot easier to record. So probably tonight I will start playing probably Mario Kart. We'll probably start Mario Kart tonight. So yeah, I'll see y'all later.